So this example is from page 324 in the textbook 4B. So we have a reaction between solid aluminum and chlorine gas, and it produces an aluminum chloride compound. So it's a formation reaction, and both the masses are given. I've got 4 grams of aluminum and 4.5 grams of chlorine. I've already calculated the molar masses here. So now what I need to do, I don't know which of these is limiting, which is excess. I know the mass of each that's reacting. So if the question's not telling you which reactant is in excess, then we have to figure out which is the limiting, which is the excess. So the first step that you want to do is convert both quantities into moles. For my aluminum, I've got 4 grams, and I want to convert to moles, so I'm going to times by my molar mass and cancel out grams. So I'll write this as 1 mole over 26.98 grams. Grams cancel. So we get moles of 0.14825. For my chlorine, we're going to have 4.5 grams times my molar mass, 1 mole per 70.9 grams. And this will give me moles of 0.06346 moles. Okay, now that I've converted them both to moles, what you want to do is just choose one and just cover it right up. So it doesn't matter which one we pick here, we can cover up the chlorine, for example. So I just want to ignore that value for a minute. And we're going to look at our moles of aluminum. This is how much aluminum I have. How much would I need of the chlorine in order to completely react with the aluminum? So our next step is, how much chlorine would I need? So if I'm looking for the amount of chlorine that I would need to completely react, I'm going to have to use my mole ratio. So my number of moles of aluminum is 0.14825. So I'm going to times that by my mole ratio. So my mole ratio then would be 3 over 2. So I'm going to multiply my moles of aluminum by 3 moles of chlorine over 2 moles of aluminum. Moles of aluminum cancel, and I'm left with my moles of chlorine. And we get 0.214275 moles of Cl2. So this is how much chlorine I would need to completely react with aluminum. If we go back and look at how much chlorine do I actually have, if the value is higher than what I need, then this is my excess reactant. If the value is lower than what I need, then it's my limiting reactant. So I need 0.214275, and I have only 0.06346 moles. So because this is less than what I need, it's going to be the chlorine that will be the limiting reactant and the aluminum that will be in excess. So it's going to be these values that I'm going to use in my stoichiometry calculations, because we always want to use the limiting.